Hello and welcome to the Southampton Scrubs Halloumi Bowl Bonanza, as sponsored by Del Monte. Remember, if it's not bursting with life,
it's not Del Monte.
I'm your host Dan.
And I'm Will. Now, keen-eye viewers might notice that I'm not very well. I had a visit to Matt's team, Opera Omnia, at the weekend, and I've not been the same ever since. You think I should be concerned?
I don't think you look any paler than you usually do, Will.
Don't know what to say to that.
Anyway, tonight we've got a very special lineup for you. We have an important interview, the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Mason himself, the winner of the league.
Looking forward to that. We also have the official ball pulling to find out who faces who in the Halloumi Bowl 10, sponsored by Del Monte.
And absolutely on top of that, we've got, as everyone would expect, a special message from El Presidente himself. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here again this year, but he's with us in spirit.
Yes, it's like Christmas, really.
Christmas every day.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I think we should just get straight into the interview.
That's right. As we all know, the man himself, Rob Mason, won this league. It's his first ever league win, despite being one of the founding members of the Southampton Scrubs.
Yeah, there's Rob, yourself, myself, we've all won a league, Alex.
Alex as well. All the people that are here from the very beginning. And after 10 whole leagues, Rob's finally won a league and did it without playing his usual elf strategy. Absolutely phenomenal turnaround for him.
It's about time, really, isn't it?
So, shall we bring him on?
I think we should.
All right.
And we're here outside Windsor Stadium, the home of Rook and a Hard Place, and we're here with one goal in mind, to interview Robert Mason. Robert, please come on. Welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your first ever league victory.
Yes, yeah. This one's first official, I would say, but...
Yeah, first league victory, first league victory. A tightly fought race, you and James, and Matt, of course. But really what I want to talk to you about today is your rivalry with James.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time that you've been tied at the top of a league with James, is it?
No, it is not, no.
How did they go down last time?
Well, last time I beat him on touchdown difference, but the game decided to not give me the victory, even though others may claim that that was the right way to go.
And how did that make you feel?
I was obviously just fine. I was fine.
You were fine.
Yeah,
you were fine.
I don't think I ever
Definitely
brought it up
fine.
again.
Definitely
I've never ever brought it up again.
But you beat him.
Yep.
5 touchdowns separated you and James, and that was enough to get you the Dow Shield victory. You can't take that away from you.
Yeah, not this time.
Not this time. And it was those 5 touchdowns that separated you two that can be attributed solely to Disney the Gutterer, who was tied first in the league for most touchdowns. But surprisingly, for a rookie team trying to get going and everything, you didn't put all your eggs in one basket. 5 is not very many touchdowns really for a gutter runner this season. You spread the load.
Yeah, I was actually gifted with a wonderful player by Del Monte, a player named 66% Real Fruit Lolly. Absolutely.
That's quite a lot of fruit.
It is, but I was aiming to get the 83% really, because. But who cares? Got the victory now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. 66% Real Fruit Lolly. One of the 2 competitors in the Man from Del Monte challenge, still alive.
Yes. Somehow managed to pull out a punch out of the bag and just got that one break. Just that one break. It was beautiful.
The amount of 0-point ties that there were in this is shocking, really.
Yes, yeah, I'm proud of 66% Real Fruit Lolly. Definitely did a job.
Hopefully he'll go on and be crowned the man from Del Monte in a special ceremony that will occur after the Halloumi Bowl final.
Yeah.
It's just got to beat Ben's, the Meddling Kids, what's his name? Mango Iced Smoothie Tub. Just got to beat him out. Tough player? Do you think you can do it? Do you think 66% Real Fruit Lolly's got it in him?
I think 66% Real Fruit Lolly's definitely got it in him. He's one of the best players in the team, and it will be a sad state if we ever lose him.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I hope that day doesn't come.
I do as well.
So, another thing that I noticed about your team is that you had 97 yards per game. That's quite high. That's up there with the best results, the single season results, yardage per game. But only 4 catches.
Yep. Yeah, the team isn't my usual brand.
No.
Unfortunately.
I was surprised because I think that's low even for Skaven teams. Because there will always, generally speaking, you'd get the ball with the thrower, run along, and then dump off to the catcher, or the gut runner, in this instance, right? But only 4 catches, those would include those. So the amount of times that you must have picked it up with Disney and run up all the way up the pitch without ever passing it off at all.
They were just better players. As much as I had the wonders of a I did have a passer, but or a thrower. But he did more of a job of blocking, more like a lineman, to be honest. I think.
Good hands for us, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, he's got a big cannon on his arm,
And also 3 deaths, not too bad for a Skaven team.
Yeah, very, very proud of their stalwart armour that they've seemingly held on to.
They embody the castle spirit.
Indeed, yes. I think maybe that was a very good naming convention for them.
Yeah, tough as nails. One player in particular who was tough as nails was Eerie, who, looking at the stats, I would guess was on your line of scrimmage.
Pretty much every time,
the bog standard Skaven lineman.
Yeah.
He won most categories to do with being punched in some fashion. He was
what a gent.
He received the most blocks. He was broken the most times. He was KO'd the most times. But a rare feat, in amongst all of that blocking that he was taking and doing the job for the team, he's also the only player in the entire division that got an interception.
Well, I mean, you put players in the right positions and they just get them. That's what they do. That's what that player is for. He got the ball and he handed that ball off.
So suggesting it's good coaching rather than Erie's abilities?
Well, no, obviously he has abilities, but I would definitely say it's down to the coaching.
Okay, that would make sense.
Welcome everybody. Here we have an exclusive offer for you all that you don't want to miss. These valiant competitors have won themselves a chance to chow down on God's nectar with these genuine, ethically sourced fine silver halloumi forks. Want a chance at getting your hands on one for yourself? All you have to do is win the Halloumi Bowl 10, sponsored by Del Monte.
He knows you. He knows you all in the league better than you think he does. He watches you score your little touchdowns and listens to the crowds chanting your team's name. He knows that you think you're safe in your precious little brackets, safe from the horrors outside of your arenas. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Now even he does not know what will happen in this bowl. For my dear opponent, if I win, I continue on and spread his message further. But if you win, you take him with you.
Okay, right, yeah.
What do I think of delivery?
Good, thanks, mate.
This is normal.
I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of confused screaming. I'm hearing we're good to go. We're good to go. So when you're ready, we'll carry on with another question.
Okay. Yeah.
So another thing I noticed about Wrecking Hard Place is that in amongst all of those rushing and not passing, I didn't get a sense of a defined strategy of what the game was in order to try and score and win the game. When I've watched your games in the past, there's been very clear strategies. You're one of the most clearly focused coaches on sticking to the game plan, sticking to the strategy, running 2 elves down either side, tried and true, over and over again. That's what you're going to do, and we know that.
Bombing wingers, they work very well for the elf teams.
But not for Skaven. You didn't take that approach this season.
Scattershot approach. Just try anything that works.
Yeah.
That
Lots
seemed
of
to work.
screens, was it? Or
It was just more get the ball and put it on the touchdown line for the
I
opponent's
see.
line.
The advanced strategy.
Yeah, just move forward.
Yes. Never move backwards.
Yeah.
That was good to know. Not playing like a sneaky elf, taking the ball and standing on the back of the pitch until they're ready.
Straightforward.
Yeah, just straightforward.
Forward is the way I was going.
Yeah. Who are the favourite players on your team, would you say?
Disney is definitely gets a mention. That was Magical Castle, which I have to say I think that was one of my best players. Other than that, the latest player was very fun, but only as a shout out. The Castle
Right.
who
Yes.
has only just been hired. Got one game, I believe, and now he's going to get obviously all the games in the bowl.
Hopefully guide you to victory there.
Yeah, I mean, new player, fresh meat, so hopefully he can do a job. And to be fair, one of my blitzers, I can't actually remember his name, but one of the blitzers was very, very good.
I think it was Winterfell, possibly. I saw a lot of.
Winterfell was so all of the linemen were the castles from Game of Thrones,
Right.
and Barad-dûr, that was the one from Lord of the Rings. That castle
It was a blitzer, was it?
blitzer, he came in and did a very grand job for me.
Good to hear. So, will you be? Of course, you'll be attempting to repeat Matt's performance from last season, where he won Division 2 and then he went on to win the Halloumi Bowl. What do you reckon your chances are?
I reckon they're fairly good. I can definitely say I'm a beatable team, having been beaten in the league. And
Twice.
I mean, I'm not. The race to the victory at the end has been definitely a game of who wants to win the game, wants to win the league. We all three of us.
James wasn't trying hard enough. Is that what you were saying?
James, Matt, and me all tried to throw that league title away.
You're choking at the end.
And
So
I'm just the one who choked the least.
well, that's a good skill to have sometimes, isn't it?
It was lucky.
Yeah. So, is there anybody that you see coming up in the bowl that you really don't want to face?
James.
James again.
Yep, really definitely don't want to face James. He's an absolute machine when it comes to playing against me. I'm not looking forward to playing him again. There's a lot of bashy teams that my team have faced, and somehow come out of it with only 3 in deaths or something. Not many injuries as well. I'm surprised they managed to do that well.
Cool. Well, Rob, I think that's all I've got for you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations again. Good luck in the bowl. Not too much good luck.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime's coming for you.
Oh, they seem easy.
Oh. They get beaten by elves, so they're probably going to get beaten by Skaven. So
Yeah.
it stands to reason, really, doesn't it?
It just seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks very much, Rob.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the studio. Good job out there in the field today, Will.
Thank you very much, Dan. I thought that was a good interview. Rob dresses up well, doesn't he?
Oh.
Well, coming up next, the event you've all been waiting for, the Halloumi Bowl live draft.
But first, a very special message from El Presidente himself.
Hola amigos! Thank you very much for my 2 beautiful commissioners there in the studio. They're doing wonderful work as always. Unfortunately I couldn't be there again this year, but I've got important works to come over and help with all the Del Monte sponsorships we've had. It's been wonderful. We've had a brilliant season this year. We've had great winners, great players throughout the whole of the game, but one beautiful winner of the league this season. I don't know where he gets his good looks. But obviously, we are all looking forward to 2 great players, the 2 men left in the Man from Del Monte competition, Mango Iced Smoothie Tub and 66% Real Fruit Lolly. We'll be watching them very keenly. And what we have as an exclusive for you right now, I can reveal that the final challenge for those 2 players is to gather the most SPP throughout the rest of the Halloumi Bowl. So we'll be watching them both with a keen eye. What I can say is we've had a great season now. We've had a great competition. We've had the men from Del Monte. And all I can say about that is back to you in the studio.
Thank you, El Presidente. We'll be eager to see your return for the awards ceremony sponsored by Del Monte after the Halloumi Bowl final.
And now it's time for the main event. Robert Mason, ping pong balls. Let's do this.
Number 8. Playing 2016.
And that's Charrington Carnivores versus Westerosi Legends.
Yes, my very own chosen carnivores have come on through purely through the actions of one particular star player named Yuno, getting the most SSP, the most running yards, and the most MVPs. Truly, the holy trifecta of what makes a great player.
Westerosi Legends, on the other hand, have been entirely run this league by Valerian the Black Dread, the Minotaur. He has the unholy trifecta of awards. He has most successful blocks, most KOs, and most armor breaks.
Number 7. We're playing number 10.
So that is When Fruit Attacks versus Kral's Return.
Should be an interesting matchup, this one. The most notable thing I could find about When Fruit Attacks is that Festering Fig was the most injured player.
But he also tied for that position.
Yep.
So, not that interesting.
No.
On the flip side, Kral's Return happens to be, over the entire course of our Blood Bowl history, the team with the most sustained casualties per game.
Number 2. We're playing number 14.
And that is Con Corporation versus Panzer Dragoons.
Truly, what is there to say about Con Corporation? We all love and hate their players, but one stat that steps out in particular this time was Dixie Kong's phenomenal armor breaker
It's
percentage.
filthy. It's filthy.
Absolutely filthy. 42 out of the 45 successful blocks Dixie Kong made were successful armor breaks. Disgusting. What is James feeding his team?
And all of that is coming at Panzer Dragoons. And Edward is tied first in all time of deaths per game. A death every other game he's had this season.
Number 6. This is 17.
And that is the Olympic Sprinters versus Salem's Lot.
And the Olympic sprinters truly doing everyone a service this time round, being the only team to force the Amazon Primes to take a loss, shattering Will's dreams of the invincible season.
Versus, of course, Salem's Lot, who have gold, silver, and bronze medals for their players in Most Broken, Arnold, Jim, and Tom.
Number 3. We're playing number 9.
That is Opera Omnia versus Mental Disintegration.
Opera Omnia, a team full of villains, and yet all they could achieve as a notable stat was most serfs for their player Garland.
Mental Disintegration themselves, the best thing they've managed to pull out of the bag was their team member Patters, got joint first for most catches. 2.
Number 5. We're playing 11.
And that's the Amazon Primes versus Magnum Brokers.
As a complete surprise to absolutely nobody, the Amazon Primes happen to have the most touchdowns belonging to their star player, Poblano.
Versus Magnum Gropus, who is going to be tough to score against. Ross has the fewest touchdowns conceded per game record in the league, 0.75.
Tough feat to be able to score.
Number 4. Playing 13.
And that is Ballin' Bozos versus Snack Rats from aisle 15.
Ballin' Bozos really showing everybody how it's done. Their Del Monte player, Pineapple Tidbits, has absolutely smashed the catching record with 2 whole catches.
Wow, 2.
Yep, puts them in first place for catches.
1. Versus Snack Rats from R15, and Chris, having just entered the league, has first all time in most running yards per game, 108.
It's really a great achievement.
It's not bad, is it?
Final matchup. Number 1 will be playing the winners of number 12 and number 15.
And finally, we have a rook and a hard place. We'll be playing against the winning team between Nightmare on Elm Tree versus the Meddling Kids.
Nightmare on Elm Tree set a new standard in dying this season, 0.86 deaths per game. That's almost a death per game for Will.
Speaking of deaths per game, Shaggy and Scooby on the Meddling Kids have tied for first place between them for most casualties inflicted to others.
And what can we say about Rook and a Hard Place? This is the most aerial coach in the league, trying his hand at a ground-based offense and winning. That's it then. That's all the matchups decided, and what an interesting bunch they are. Good luck to everyone involved.
Just remember, folks, if it isn't bursting with life, it ain't Del Monte. Oops. I was already on this one.
We'll just call them as they are.
I think it'll probably be okay. We're amateurs anyway. In fact, if it ends up looking bad, so be it. It's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to need to be fakey, you know, like what Rod's doing. That's what it's going to need to be.
Also, one behind the other.
Yeah,
Score those precious little touchdowns, and listen to you here. Wow, that's out. It's not over.
Pins 11. Go.
You want to say 1 or something like that, right?
Take 1 front shot.
Yeah.
So this is Greg. This is the proper interview video, and you get to put in Will looking really ill. Ill Will.
4. Yeah, I've actually got some goals planned for an hour date. We're going to pull the shoot after this. So hurry up.